Hi everybody and welcome to Top Football Predictions, game week 11, and it seems like we've been away for quite some time, AJ.
Yeah, it's been a long time with so many things going on, and so many people have come and gone in the Premiership as well.
Oh well, absolutely, and it wasn't just my annual leave, there's comings and goings in the Premiership indeed, but I always say it, AJ, but we've just witnessed another titanic game week, and game week 11 was no exception, was it?
No. It just goes down to the beginning of the season, and it's been unpredictable. Unpredictable being the word at the end of the day. You know, who'd have thought Chelsea would be in this position? Everyone puts their bet on to say that we're going to get 5 points at least in these game weeks, and it's not happening.
Absolutely.
What can Mr. Mourinho do about it?
Well, hang on a minute, mate. Yeah. Odds on now. I'll let them know. Yeah. Now. Okay. Bye. Sorry, mate. That was my contact from Paddy Power,
okay.
and he's basically just saying almost odds on Mourinho if they get a defeat in the next game, not the European game coming up tonight, but in the next Premiership game, he's curtains.
Okay.
So yeah, you heard it here live, guys. But
yeah.
Anyway, game week 11, Pendra. Tell us about Pendra, mate.
Yeah, he's had a stonking week. He's been threatening for the last couple of weeks.
He has.
As you pundits will know out there. You know, he's a steady Eddie, let's be honest about it. He's been mid-table, there or thereabouts. He's been making his position known and waiting for that time to make that strike and bang.
Well, bang indeed. That time was game week 11, everybody. 185 points. A round of applause for Pendra. Well done, pal. 130-point goal-fest game with it was the West Brom Leicester game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And plus he got another 30 points as well. But that was the game I changed. Unfortunately, I was trying to hang on to that manager month. We'll come on to that anyway. But no, Pendra, well done. Like you said, he's been having a consistent performance, and he's really hit the tops. Who else caught the eye on game week 11, mate?
I think for me it was Ricardo. He played the Joker, but he's been consistently scoring, and if you look at it, he has been moving up that table now.
And do you know what as well? Well, you and I spoke about this in the headquarters here, but people that have played Joker cards so far, the Joker cards really haven't come to the fore.
No.
I mean, we've had a few like 40, 50 pointers. Unfortunately, we had Craig. He played his Joker card, well, one of his Joker cards anyway, the game week 11, and he only got 40 points. But Ricardo hit on the money this week. He's been the first person to really play a significant card. So well done, Ricardo.
Well done, Ricardo. I mean, it has been difficult. I mean, the average game week score, I presume, is around 50 points again.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely.
We've got the usual suspect of Gavin, Zhao, and Lee, for example. They're along with Mads hitting them 50. So you know, it's all keeping everyone in touching distance. And if you do look at the table, pundits, once you get sight of it, you will notice that there's little bunches happening, but everyone's in striking distance of each other.
Absolutely.
So,
well, before we go into that actual table and you talk about the regular performers, what about Daniel? 80 points, put a strong game week in.
Yeah. I mean, Daniel's always been there or thereabouts in that sense. If you notice Daniel, he's always like high mid-table in that sense as well, and he's always scoring, he's always picking up the points, and that's what you need. As I said, pick up those points, keep yourself in the mix, and you know, if you have a massive week like Rapendra, you could actually take the lead, or you know, even pull away from the leader. Really.
And again, before we go into the league table, Anton did well again, and if it's no reflection for his league form as well. He's third now.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, Anton's been there, done that, wore the t-shirt, seen it from the inside, the outside, every other side at the end of the day. He knows what it's about. He's biding his time. As we've always said, watch out for him, and he's slowly but surely, the usual suspects are now coming to the fore. Let's just be honest.
He's like a shark. He knows the game. He loves it. Good on you. Now listen, we spoke about league table. You're going to see it on the attachment when we send it out for the email. But Tom, 730 points. That's the lead score today after game week 11. Only 30 points back now is Pendra, who's moved up from, he was 10th.
Yeah.
10th. So if you're languishing in well, you're not really languishing in mid-table, don't worry about it, because if you have a super game week like Pendra, then you can pull yourself right up. Just behind that, 30 points more back is Anton, who I was talking about. And then it's you, sir, just 5 points back from there, 65 behind Tom. And then comes me, and then we've got like you saying, a little pocket of two Ricardos now. Well, in actual fact, we mentioned him,
yeah,
110 points behind, but he's pulled himself up from 13th position,
exactly,
isn't he?
And it just highlights getting that big game week score can push you right up the table from 13th to 6th. There you go. You saw Gavin a couple of weeks ago from bottom all the way to the top half.
Absolutely. Now, manager of the month. Who got manager of the month? I was in the driving seat for quite some weeks of I think it was a 4-week period, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
8, 9, 10 and 11. But, we've mentioned those two players. We've actually got a dead heat tie for manager of the month. So congratulations to both
Pendra
and Ricardo.
Well done.
Well done, guys.
And that's a first. That is a first.
Yeah, you both won it. 335 points is the winning score on the manager of the month. So it's the first we've had a dead heat, but you both get the 50 points bonus points at the end of the season. But no, I think during October, mate, they did thoroughly put a good, strong performance in, didn't they?
Yeah, again, they were biding the time, steady eddies throughout the whole sort of period, mid-table in the manager of the month race, and they came from nowhere. I mean, the other thing to add is, well, these are the bonus points which goes towards the end of the season, and they can they can all count for it. And speaking of bonus points and managers, let's have a quick look at the manager sack race, because that has now pundits been closed.
That line is now closed.
And the managers sacked we have here is...
Well, you've got Decav the Cat went first, then we had Brendan Rodgers. No one really saw that, I guess. Tim Sherwood. But this is a bit embarrassing, actually, as we shoot this video, because AJ and I, we've been playing this for a couple of years, and we think we know about football. And when we set out our sack race managers at the start of the season, we didn't pick up any points on that, did we?
No,
absolutely none.
But to be honest, it wasn't just us. There was quite a few other people as well. But for the others, who've picked up 100 or 200 points, don't be disheartened by the current table, because you add those points, bonus points on, like the manager's sack race or the manager of the month. They push you right
that is an interesting point. I mean, take Akram and take Gavin. You two guys have both scored 200 bonus points for your manager sack race. So wherever you are now, you've got to add on another 200 points for looking at the end of season position. So, if you are like just 50, 60, 70, 80 points adrift, don't forget you've got those banked for the end of the season as well. So, I always say there's lots to play for, and near the end of the season, I never want anybody to get too disheartened about stuff, even if they are finding themselves a little bit detached, because there's still all to play for. A word of note, mate, as well, talking about that kind of thing. Mads down on 13th position. He's 190 points back, but I noticed that, and I said this previously, his fantasy football, I tell you, he's brilliant at fantasy football, and he's never too far away. He's just hit the top in his European League. So I wonder if he'll kind of try and pull that knowledge of the players who's doing well to see the teams that are going to do well. And I think we're probably going to expect a big game week from Mads. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's brewing. Mads is a fantastic tactician.
Yeah.
And within predictions, let's see if he can lead his troops right up the table, because I do fear there's a march from our Mads coming up soon.
Yeah. Well, just before we go into game week 12 next week, let's have a little look at the bottom. And Monil's kind of still down there, and he's 15 points adrift now from Danny Chapman, and Lee's just managed to pull himself out of 20th place up to 18th, and then there's a couple coming on the way down as well. So it's a bit of a dogfight down there, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a dogfight, and this is the fascinating thing about the league this season, because you know what? Again, Monil, all he needs is a 100 plus point game week, and I'll pull him right up to say like 13th or 14th. It sounds ludicrous, but you guys pundits out there, just study that table and you will see that it's so close.
Absolutely. So basically, we've got game week winner Pendra. Well done on that. You did deserve that. Shot everyone away. And then manager of the month is Pendra and Ricardo. So both of you well done.
Or shall we say managers?
Managers, yeah. Sorry, yeah. So, game week 12, an absolutely bombastic game week. We've got game week 12 itself. We've got a hot shot game, which is it's the Leicester-Watford game. So, I mean, that's very interesting, isn't it? Because Watford are now starting to pick up that guy Igo. He's scoring goals for fun. Yeah. So is Vardy and Mahrez. We've got a Super 6 game on Sunday, the big North London derby, Arsenal versus Spurs. We've got Predictions Cup comes back in. It's game week 3 of the Cup, so check out all the tabs at the bottom of spreadsheets, see how you're doing in the Cup. But Cup's been it's not been plain sailing this year, is it?
No, not for anyone really. Again, it just reflects on the leagues itself. At the end of the day, everyone's picking points of each other, so predictions have really gone a little bit more unpredictable, shall we say.
Yeah. So quickly then, AJ, couple of games. How do you see the 2 big games going? First, we'll go with the hot shot game, Leicester, Watford. What are you saying for that one?
Fantastic game. Difficult to choose. I would go for a Leicester win, but you know what? Watford are good on their travels. North London derby. Pride, passion, bragging rights. At the end of the day, I can only see Arsenal winning.
I didn't pay him to say that. I did. No money exchange Barnes.
Unfortunately, Spurs are playing brilliantly, but
they're doing well. Yeah,
I can't see anything apart from an Arsenal win. The one which has really caught my eye is the Stoke Chelsea game. Heads on the line. Hughes, an old Chelsea boy, correct?
He is, absolutely.
Chelsea boy, and they've played each other in the Cup. Correct me if I'm wrong. They played each other in the Cup, and Stoke got a result, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So will Chelsea be looking for blood on their away fixture? It all hinges on that.
Or will they have blood on their hands?
Oh yeah, exactly. Apart from that, all the games are pretty hard. Man City may have on the paper an easy tie against Villa away, but you can never tell in this league. So pundits are no good as you guys. At the end of the day, we just got to give it our best shot.
And I'll throw one out for you. It might not look obvious. Norwich Swansea. Keep an eye on that game. I'm feeling there's going to be some goals in that one this weekend. But listen, no matter where you are, what you're doing, get your predictions in on time, and good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everyone, and you've got to be in it to win it.